Hey guys, I decided to finally take some time and kind of deck out my traveler's notebook. This is the Chic Sparrow A5 notebook. I think it's the Time Traveler Outlander Deluxe. I'll link exactly what it is below. I've shown this before. It's what I house my Leuchtturm 1917 A5 bullet journal in. And I bought some really pretty papers to cover these journals. These are Goulet pen journals. And I brought, take that up. I brought some things from home as well. And I just thought, why not film it? So first I'm going to show you my supplies. Obviously I just showed you everything that's in this notebook. I haven't quite shown what's in my home cube yet. This I got on Amazon. At home I have this beautiful Oh My Bag leather pen case that I keep by my bedside stand, but when I'm traveling and I need to fit my like protractor and compass in, I like to bring this. And I've traveled with this a couple of times now and it's worked out great. And it's like $9 on Amazon. So I have a Pen Gems pen that I use for my daily journaling, which I do Erin Condren planners for that, and I will link that video if you guys want to see it. I have some of my favorite pens. These are the Tombow mono drawing pens. I have 1, 3, and 5. I have a number 3 permanently kind of in the pen loop here, but I have a backup one. And then, like I said, I have my compass. I have an eraser and some correcting tape, a pencil, and then I have all of the Tombows that I'm using right now in my bullet journal, so the color schemes and a couple of gray. And then I have the protractor, which I use a lot just as a ruler. Then I have this Moxie Dory stencil thing, which I'm still trying to figure out how to use because I don't really know. But those are all my supplies. I just thought I'd show that in this video because I'm kind of just showing everything that has to do with my bullet journal. And then I have supplies to cover my notebook. I have some red line tape. Winnie. I have some red line tape, which is basically just a really strong double-sided tape. This is an 1/8" size because the paper I bought to cover my journals is like almost like a papyrusy kind of like hand pounded paper, and I just don't think regular adhesive will do. And then I have this set of recollection scissors that I leave at the Utah home, the family vacation home in Utah here. So that's what I've got to kind of get that going. And then these are the papers that I bought from Paper Source. I love going to Paper Source for fine papers. I don't know if I'm going to use the wave one. I haven't decided yet. I thought about using this as like an interior piece. But I really love this paper. Like, how beautiful is that? And I thought it really went well with the notebook cover. And then also from home, I brought some goodies to I haven't like decorated or anything. So I bought some Erin Condren pen holders because I'd like to be able to keep my Pen Gems pen attached in here, and I really want a blue Pen Gems pen. The one that I have that's pink was actually a gift from this very crafty mama at Go Wild. It was on our table and I love it and it's great, but I want a blue one to match my planner. I have a couple of Ollie clips. I'll try to bring them up a little closer. And these are just really strong magnetic paper clips, and I have them in really fun kind of, what do we call this? Prism, holographic, something or other. And that's just to keep my journal pages kind of clipped together. I have a peach palm charm, very cute, and a couple of peach palm clips, which I love using. I use in my Erin Condren planner journals, and I used to use them all the time when I use the Erin Condren Life Planner as my planner. And this is in like a midnight blue, and this beautiful cranberry. I don't know if I'm going to use all this stuff, you guys. I just brought it. Oh, this was something that I bought from Foxy Fix years ago when I had my first, well, not that many, but a few years ago when I had my first traveler's notebook. And it's just a custom name plate. I don't think she sells them anymore. This was back when she was still on Etsy, but it has my initials on it, and I wanted to attach that there. And then I also have this charm that I got at Disney World quite a while ago. I don't know if it's gonna focus on it. It's a little Sorcerer Mickey hat, which I absolutely love. I thought that kind of matches. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna use all the stuff. A couple of pineapple paper clips from Emily Ley. And then I had, before we left home, I had taken some of my favorite washi tape and my most used washi tape and put it on a little card. And I kind of thought I'd use this gold washi to help kind of cover up the seams when I cover my little notebooks in there, the Goulet notebooks, and these I use to mark off travel and stuff in my planner. But that's another story for another time. And then a couple of sticky notes. These are the Girl of All Work sticky tabs, which I've loved for years. You can get them on Amazon. And these were Dollar Spot paper, you know, like sticky notes that got a long time ago that I just really like. So those were all the like goodies I brought. Now, quickly, just to show you how I have had this set up. I haven't actually used this notebook for anything yet. I'm still kind of figuring out what I'm going to use it for. Maybe just notes, to be honest, things that I don't necessarily want to put in my bujo. But I've noticed that having it in the front pocket, having it in the front elastic like this, I realize when I want to write on it, the Leuchtturm is really going to get in the way. And so I think I'm going to move the notebooks to the back because I don't want to have to pull it out every time I use it. I don't know. I actually have the Leuchtturm like I have the elastic going down the like spine, and that's been great because I haven't had any bumps or anything when writing. But some of you pointed out that I definitely have enough room to slide it between two bands. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but what I do know is that I'm going to attempt to cover this notebook, and if it goes well, I will show you kind of how I did it in more of a step-by-step way. Okay, I fiddled around with this for a little while, and as you can see, I covered the notebooks. I ran out of my red line tape and I ended up using just some regular permanent craft adhesive, like the roller kind that you can get at Michael's or craft shops like that, for the rest of it. And it's not my finest work because I'm doing this on the floor and I didn't use a ruler or a hard surface or anything to measure things out. But I really like the way it turned out. I also decided to leave the Leuchtturm notebook in the middle, and I'll tell you about that when we get into it. But let me zoom it just a little bit so we can see that better. So here you see I added my little leather name tag there. I still kind of want to replace the elastic with either a white or a gray elastic. I think that would be really pretty. And I decided not to add any of the charms to the elastic because then I don't have to worry about them getting in the way, although I certainly could. But I just like the idea of it just being able to open and lie flat, as flat as possible with all that I've stuffed in it. In these pockets here, I've added in my washi tape card and my little post-it notes. They're a little tight in there, but I probably won't access those things that much. And these don't fit, unfortunately, so I just put them in the back, in the bottom there. And then as you can see, I did cover the notebooks, and I added an Erin Condren metallic pen loop to the front one, and I decided to keep the notebook in the middle, even though this, you know, there's definitely a big bump there if you're going to be writing in. Here's what I've realized. I use this like every day. I use these I haven't even used them yet, really. I've journaled a little bit in the back one as a personal diary, but when I want to write in them, I can just easily slip them out. It's really easy to do that. And it's because it's not something I use every day, it's not that annoying to me. But look how pretty the paper turned out with the inside of this Traveler's Notebook cover. I just think it's so pretty. I love the gold and the gold accents, and I decided to go ahead and cover the interior with that wave paper. I just think it kind of makes it look more finished, even though, like I said, I didn't cut it straight or anything. But I really like the way that looks. And then the only thing I added to my bullet journal was my peach palm clips, which I've been using the little bookmarks, but I'm actually kind of considering not using the bookmarks because I kind of find them annoying, and just tucking them towards the back and maybe tying the charms to the bottom of those instead. I don't know if I'd use both charms or just one. I haven't quite decided yet. So that's working out just fine. And I have one on my current page and then one on my monthly page. And then, like I said, my back notebook, and I keep the elastic band just in the back here because I open that so often, it seems redundant to keep closing it when it's already in its own book. And then this one I use as a personal diary, so I just have the pages I've already written on it clipped together with one of those Ollie clips. And then this is actually an order for my 20-week ultrasound, which I have to have done at the hospital because I'm old as bricks, apparently. I just keep that in the back there, so that's kind of a spot for special paper. So it's not like, probably not the fanciest decked out traveler's notebook you've ever seen, especially here on YouTube. But this is really fun for me. It's definitely functional. Like I said, I use it every day. I don't know yet if adding the things into the pockets is going to annoy me or not in terms of using my Bujo. I will let you know in my next Plan With Me, which will hopefully be up next week for you. I'll have a September Plan With Me video, so I'll let you know if I feel like that interferes too much with writing, because I keep my Bujo in here. I did try to slip it, like many of you suggested, between two bands, like one on each cover, but it was too bumpy. It was bumpy, so I like having it just one band knotted through the spine. And once I find the exact right tension for that, I'm going to cut this down quite a bit, so you don't see that tail anymore. But I just love it. I just think it brings me so much joy at how pretty it is, and simple, and blue, which is my absolute favorite color. And I love having this little piece on the front again because it just, I don't know, it feels personalized now even more. Anyway, this was just kind of a fun little thing I thought I would share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you, like I said, next week with a Plan With Me, and I'll be back with my lifestyle favorites at the end of this week. Okay, you guys, have a great one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.